My name is Brie. I'm sitting here with Mark Lindell. We're in the Porsche GT3 and we're going to do 12 laps. Laps. I don't know where that came from, but that's all right. So we are going to do 7 laps. We're going to pull in, park in one of these stalls facing this way. I'll tell you what you did good, answer any questions. We'll go back out and we'll do 5. You want to do 7 and then 5 or 6 and 6? You tell me.
3/4? Is that possible or no?
Yeah, we can do 3/4. If you feel like it's not going to break your concentration too much.
No.
Okay.
It'll help.
So let's do 3/4. Just remember, smooth is fast. Keep your eyes up. Look where you want to go. Add more throttle as you become more straight. Yours are for me. I'll take care of the passing. We do have a lot of people on track today, so please be aware of that. Be mindful. Give people space when we're passing, and then just wait for the hazards. Let's be patient. 3rd, 4th, and 5th gear. I'll help you with that. Any questions?
Yeah, we'll talk about balance, I think, probably on the 2nd round.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, because you know how we balance through the chicane, and then as we get a little bit better and we have a better line, then we start lifting, and then all together we just kind of eliminate it, and we try to do the straight shot through it, but you have to get the line perfect to do that.
How old is this? Is this new this year?
This one is not, no, it's a 2016.
So it's probably the same one I drove last year.
It is the same one you drove last year. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Foot on the brake. Straight to the left.
Am I in the manual?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Stop. I can just see better past the wall. Alright, we're good to head out. We're probably going to catch that Ferrari pretty quick. Upshift. Up. There you go. Straight to the green. Stay wide. Firm on the brake. Wait for it. Now you're turning in. Get to the apex. Unwind. Wait for the hazards and we'll pass. Hello. There you go. Pass on the right. off the brake as you turn, patient. Little bit of throttle, unwind, full power. Up. There you go. Brake hard, downshift twice. Eyes to the right, ease off as you turn. Just add steering, patient. Get to the apex now. Squeeze as you unwind. There you go. Upshifts. And brake hard, hard brake, downshift. A little bit more brake. We're gonna give them some room as we pass. They're on our inside. And squeeze the throttle. All right. Light brake. We came in a little too hot. Patient. Get to the top. Now you're squeezing. Go. There you go. Hard brake. That was 4 laps.
Never had to pass a car on the outside there.
Right? They were on the wrong side. It was kind of weird. I don't know what they were doing chilling over there.
Well, yeah, they hit inside way before that.
Yeah, any of these 3 is fine.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just pull down here and then we're gonna pull straight like this.
Second row.
Oh, we can go to our spot. That's fine.
Okay.
So park between the purple and the white one. There you go. All right. So you park, foot off the brakes. So I could tell that the last 2 laps you're kind of getting your groove a little bit more.
I was. That first time going to the hill, I just didn't see it at all.
Yeah.
I was totally lost on the road, and I, just didn't have a feel of the car, and it just was just I wasn't myself like you used to.
Yeah, for sure. It takes time to get back into the groove and to feel out the car again. You're starting to go back to yourself, though, which was good. You had a better line. I always tell people, learn the line. Speed is a natural progression after. Try not to turn in so early.
It's just, as I need to learn. I'm so much into the Cayman, and I have my style with that. I ignored the 911s, even though I drove them. I just ignored them.
Yeah.
So I think I have a lot to learn.
Yeah, I mean the GT3 is still far different from the Cayman. It takes more finesse. It has a lot more power. So you can feel what you're doing to the chicane.
Yeah, it felt a lot.
It feels like it's
more
pushing
power.
to the right.
Maybe it's because I've been out of it for so long, but it felt a lot, more powerful than what I remember. So.
Yeah. So through the chicane, one thing you want to work on, get a little bit more to the right side first. Lift off the throttle, adjust the wheel, back in the throttle. Makes sense because what you're doing is you're coming out of turn 5, you're on the right side, you're staying in the throttle, you feel that push to the right, and then you're having to lift early to kind of adjust that. That's what you're doing, is you're giving it too much throttle, you're not on the right line, so you're pushing wider.
You want me to stay a little more left.
You've been staying more left, but you want to go more to the right first.
Go more right.
Lift, turn it left, back in the throttle, then a solid brake. Makes sense? Versus just throttling through it, it's pushing you to the right, you're having to lift, you're doing that coasting, and then you're braking.
Okay, I'm coming out of that turn, and I'm staying wide left.
And then you want to go to the right.
At what point do you want me to start immediately head back to the right?
Yeah, you want to be smooth about it, but as soon as you're pushing it wide, give it more throttle, move to the right side, use your space, turn it left, back in it.
This is my mental thinking. Just to, let the car do its thing. And if I have to adjust, then I adjust. But overall, I kind of, if there's nothing wrong going on, I just kind of let the car, lead the way a little bit, and then we get to another place where you have to interact with the car, then I deal with it there. But however I exit certain areas, that's how I always kind of treated it. Racing was if I come out and I'm wide, I just live with it. You know, I just let things stay the course until I have to go in and, you know, either I learn from it or you know, it's never a bad thing. You know, I sit and I watch a lot of, you know, races, IndyCar and Formula One. You know, tight turn, both guys are in it and making a pass. Both guys come out of it almost the same. You know,
I see what you're saying.
That's, I mean, you're looking for this perfect line. And then when I watch, and I was paying attention this summer of, you know, when two cars are going through a line, and they got both totally different turns. What I'm saying, they got two different lines.
I know what you're saying.
That they almost come out of it equal, and that's why I say now it's different when you have to be aware of your, you know, competition. You know, you don't want to cut them off, wreck them, wreck yourself,
and then
whatnot.
with, you know, here so you have cars on track.
Yeah, but that's not that. We're dealing with you guys saying stuff, and that's, you know, I'm completely out of my practice. You know,
yeah.
I mean, I got it when I was, you know, I'm basically back to where I was last year
in the beginning. Because you have to work your way up again.
I'm not going to do what I did last year, which come twice a week.
I understand.
When I got to this time of the year,
practice is everything.
Well, yeah.
I understand.
You know, but I was focused on just driving everything and certain things I really liked.
You know what you said? You told me that you wanted to master the GT3. Somebody's mentioned the HPDE to you, right?
The what?
The high performance driving experience.
Oh, I read that. I would rather spend more time in laps than go through all that.
It's a lot of laps, though. You're doing well over 25 laps. And it's a one-on-one where the instructor teaches you literally to master this car on this track. And it's amazing.
I was looking at it, but I just I'm not, you know, I'm not going to go away. I'm not going to be the fastest driver out here. I'm not going to go away and all of a sudden start a racing career. You know,
right.
it's
you just want to have fun, right?
Well, when it's all over with, I get to watch my video on you know, on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I get to study it to see what I entertain, what made that video better than this video, or how did I drive, what was I doing wrong. I can kind of see myself doing stuff wrong. Yeah. And I learn from that.
For sure. Reflection is everything.
You know, it's, you know, when I got a bunch of with Cayman, I think it was the Cayman one, we got a lot of hits on it. Was it you that got the hits, or was it the car?
It was probably the car.
It was the car.
Yeah.
So
I sound like a broken record.
No,
I say the
but
same thing,
at the time I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because you were the first girl ever in my videos.
Gotcha.
And it did very well. And I just like, well, was it the car? Was it the, you know, it does, you know. Ben, I like driving with Ben, but see, you're focused on trying to get me out of a bad habit. Like, Ben just wants me to have a heck of a good time and just go crazy. You know.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it has its good points, and it's fun, but I think at the end I'm not a better driver, I think.
There has to be a good balance, though, right? So for the next 8 laps, how can I help you have a good time here? So do you want me to be a little bit quieter, let you do your thing, not focus so much on a perfect line per se? Maybe just kind of throw you a couple adjustments here and there? What do you want? Did Ben push your knee down? He used to do that to me.
Yes.
He pushed my knee down.
But I see. I have an injury.
Oh, gotcha.
So
well, I wouldn't do that anyway.
It's not that it's going to hurt me.
Right.
I just didn't have the nerves and the feel to be able to know how much pressure I was actually doing.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it wasn't necessarily me not wanting to go that speed.
Right. You just can't properly gauge it. That makes sense.
No. It wasn't that gauge. I just didn't know what my leg was doing.
Gotcha.
And I've healed a lot this whole summer, so I've come a long way, and that's why this is a test for me also. You know, am I well enough that I could actually really take this serious enough to really want to see what my, because, and based on today, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Though I can see improvements, like my legs are a lot better.
That's good.
You know, I've got enough muscle back, and so on. I've come a long ways. I mean, my accident was in 2012, so I'll be on 6 years.
Was it a car accident?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear.
No biggie.
No biggie? Well, it's life. I mean, it's good that you're up and walking and you're here. I don't think that it helps to have all the traffic as well. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people we have to think about.
The day they came and we did 7 laps, I passed 7 cars.
That's awesome. Isn't it awesome passing like these big, powerful cars in the quote-unquote slowest vehicle we have?
Well, today in the Cayman, yes, that was fun.
Yeah.
Today, I'm like a little nervous because on that day they just weren't driving fast at all.
Mm.
So, you know,